What is good, guys? Today's video is pretty interesting. It was a fun new concept that I tried out for the first time. It was a video challenge where I invite guest artists onto the show or challenge, the video, the series, whatever you like to call it. And we, in one day, record a song, shoot a video for the song, and then also do kind of like an interview type thing. So it's like a really nice way to like really get to know different artists. And today's episode is Jdam. He is a hip-hop artist, rap artist. Probably one of my favorite things about having him on the show today was the fact that him and I have similar perspectives on what it takes to be successful, and I think that's why he was such a great first guest for the show. So without further ado, here is me, Jdam, and a few others helping out creating a new song. The essence of the book is like, once you get to a moment of understanding of like your will has like an effect on everything around you, it's pretty much like, it's a definite thing, and pretty much the only thing that will stop it is yourself.
It's your sound.
Yeah. I ain't gon' say you flex when you know you ain't got no cash. I ain't gon' say you hot when the whole world know you trash. Oh no, I ain't gon' do it. Oh no, you ain't gon' last. Oh no, I ain't gon' do it. Fuck, I'm about to put you on blast, yo. How you gon' do it? I gotta get through it. My life is a movie. I gotta pursue it. The shit that I go through, they never been through it. The pussy's a truth, so I fucking get through it. I just came through with the fanny pack.
Yeah, bro, nice to meet you.
Same here, bro.
Ben,
Nice to meet you.
Justin?
Yeah, nice to meet you. Justin's good. Welcome to the crib.
Why you so focused on me? You should be focused on paying your bills.
I document my life, so I bring the tripod everywhere I go.
Yeah, dope. Yeah, you don't need a cameraman.
Yeah,
So,
nah.
yeah.
Put my phone on.
Yeah, so I have over 100 beats we can pick from, and
Yeah, bro. Let's fucking go, bro. Like,
I'll let you, this is the, I'll show you this. This is all the tracks. Really, so many
to be honest, like, niggas can kill any of them shit.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Alright, well, I'll throw you,
Even this one is fine.
I'll do a variety. So this is like the chill, like,
That's the chill. You talk about life, yeah. Let's do around 9:35, 9:45.
Alright.
Limit.
okay. What up, guys? So I'm setting up the impromptu studio right now. I did pick the garage because when I clap right here, I'll show you a clap. There is significantly less reverb than there was inside, and I believe it's because basically it's just a little more absorbent, the walls.
Really got to chill. I'm gonna fight me cause they know that I'm a villain. The party doesn't start till Jdam is in the building. Damn, making moves. I know we making moves. We the ones. We ain't never playing by the rules. Let them hate.
Show them what we made yesterday. Yeah.
Oh,
Way first period, so we always have access.
Bro, as long as it's vibe, I don't care if that shit was shot with a potato, bro.
No, that's the love. That's the energy I feel with too. That's yeah.
Sometimes I don't even want to take out the Ronin anymore. I just want to hold that shit and shoot it.
Right, it's like basically just give people a vibe, bro.
Yeah.
People just want to watch nowadays.
Yeah, true.
Okay, so rolling off that, like as an artist or as a creative, what does that mean to you when you say like vibe, or like what's your perspective on that?
Vibe means expression, bro. So I feel like how do you want to express yourself at the moment? So it's right now, if I'm feeling superior and I'm like, yo, I can never lose.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, I'm gonna show confidence, cocky energy.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm sad, I'm gonna drop a tear, be vulnerable. So I think whatever is your vibe at the moment, that's how you should always express yourself. So expression is vibe.
So my understanding of that is like almost like a perspective of like all your emotions, like you being able to like not be attached to feeling superior or attached to feeling vulnerable. Do you feel that way where like you're able to feel that stuff but you're not like attached to it?
Oh no, 100%. Everything is moments, bro. I truly feel like I don't think no one could be happy 24/7. It's like you're happy sometimes, you're sad sometimes, you're curious sometimes. I think you should just enjoy the moments of life, and whatever happens, happens. But you should never be attached to it. Now you can't even be attached to love nowadays. You know, that's how I feel about it. And you know, Bob Marley always said a quote. He said, "If you love a flower so much, if you pick it up, you kill it. You should never love nothing too much. Get attached to nothing." When you read the 4 Agreements, it tells you never get attached to anything.
Yeah, I've actually read that book like 3 or 4 times, and I got that vibe right when like you were telling me, don't need to plan it.
Yeah,
you don't need to plan it.
Don't plan.
Yeah,
like, everything's gonna work out, bro. Everything's gonna work out. Don't plan for nothing. I've read The Alchemist, The 48 Laws of Power, The 7 Spiritual Laws of Success, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, all these books. So that's why I think the way I think. Everything is going to happen.
Yeah. You ever read, when you said, you know it was going to happen or whatever, it reminded me of the book, what is that one? As a Man Thinketh? You read that one?
No, but that was
Very
a
good.
huge recommendation.
Yeah, it pretty much exactly what you just said is pretty much the essence of the book is like, once you get to a moment of understanding of like your will has like an effect on everything around you, it's pretty much like it's a definite thing, and pretty much the only thing that will stop it is yourself.
It's yourself.
Yeah.
Majority, we spend, like most people spend their 20s, their 30s caring about what other people say. And fear. Once you eliminate fear and no idea is a stupid idea, bro, you could fail 1,000,000 times and be cool with it. Like, I could fail 10,000 times, but who cares? It's like a baby. If a baby dropped one time, if they thought that was like fucked up, they would have never tried to walk again. You know?
So being that like you think this way now, like I remember looking back on my life where like I didn't nearly have this type of perspective as I did. Like I think was this inspired from like a painful moment, or like what inspired you to kind of go down this?
I think me being a rebel since a youngin', I've seen so much disappointment. I've always asked myself, should I quit now? Should I quit now? And I've always found reasons not to quit. So for me, it's like I learned, damn. And then I got, of course, I started to study characteristics of other successful people like Will Smith, Kevin Hart, Nipsey Hussle, Tupac Shakur, and I made these guys the reflection of me. I study people, whoever I wanted to become, I got influenced and consumed only those type of guys. And that's why I feel like I think just like these guys, I talk just like these guys.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Like I'm telling you, anybody could. Hey, like most of my friends, they could tell me I want to do this. I say, yeah, you could do it. Go ahead, try it. Most people would tell them why they can't do it. It's like stop saying you need enough money. Stop saying you need connections. Stop saying like just fucking make it happen.
Yeah. I was just saying that the other day, or it's like I could tell you like 3 or 4 blessings on why not having money is a huge blessing, and it will make you 1 resourceful, it'll make you 2, you've pretty much forced to grow. So say like for me, a big thing was like, how do I do online sales? How do I get sales online? And like not having money, I can't be like, oh, I don't have the money to invest in advertising. Like I became resourceful, and I literally had to, there's hundreds of audiobooks online, YouTube, for free. So basically what I did is it forced you to grow. That was one thing in not having money.
And when you're at your lowest, that's when you're most driven. When you have it all, dude, like the drive is not there anymore. You got to be driven by something else. Because especially if you're driven by money, once you have the money, what happens now?
Yeah.
You know, so it has to be something deeper than money, like purpose, impact, longevity.
So, I read this book one time. It was called, it was something about finding your why. But basically, it came down to why do I want to do all these things? Like, what's like my overall underlining purpose with all of it? And and I determined it was to empower others and empower them, whether that's through exercise, whether it's through mentality or any
like
type
growth.
Grow out of love or whatever. And I was wondering if like you ever thought about that with like your music and what you'd like to do.
Dude, like 100%. Like for me, it's like a lot of people knows like when it comes to my music, I feel like my why and my purpose is to. I think my music for a fact is it's healing kids, it's saving people. Like bro, I make a lot of songs that's vulnerable that make people like yo, like I would have never tell the world. Maybe I'm depressed. Maybe I was suicidal. Maybe I wasn't happy. Like I make songs that a lot of people are afraid to make. Rather as I'm happy. Like a lot of my music is still super, super motivated. I got songs called Same Kids, which is having a blast. I got a lot of motivational songs that tells people like dreams. Like if you ever go on my Spotify, and you will see if it's not emotional, it's super inspiring. Versus me like, yo, I'm gonna just tell you guys, go do drugs, go pop push. Like I'll probably make one out of a million, but my goal is to always save as much as lives ever. Like I told my fans, like you don't never have to buy my music ever in your life. I don't care about the money. It's like yo, if I'm doing this, I truly believe when you know you have a big purpose in life, you should be the sacrifice for the world. Like when I look in the mirror, I feel like I'm a sacrifice to millions of people. Like I shouldn't have I don't have the regular life to just do whatever. I feel like my time and everything is a crazy sacrifice. And to master a craft, you gotta find the God within yourself, and that put in those 10,000 hours. You know, and that's when people feel like you have superpowers or whatever. Nah, you just put in so much time that you became so good, and that comes with crazy sacrifice. Like I told him, I was watching him for 5-6 years. Started in the bedroom, bro. You know, so it's like when you see somebody super good and you think they got superpowers, nah, they found themselves, you know, by mastering the craft.
That is a very good point, because almost like so I had this wristband on for the longest time. It said "Believe" on it. It was a purple wristband, and I put it on my wrist before I went to college after high school, and like I did this yearbook video, and I showed it to my entire class, the entire school, and at the end of it, I got this standing ovation, applaud. It literally took me off guard. It was like a shock of like, holy, like did I just create this like uproar of energy? And that was when I decided I want to do like video stuff. And I put this wristband on, but and I said, okay, I'm gonna once I make it as a filmmaker or whatever, once I make it, I'll take this wristband off. I'm gonna have it on until I make it. And one of the funny things on how the universe, God, whatever you want to call it, showed me this weird ass, bizarre, ironic message is that it popped off, and like it ripped off, and I was like, no, don't rip it off, don't rip it off. And just like the flower, you said, like if you kill it, like whatever. It was the same moment where I had just read like my first spiritual book or whatever, and I found like a new like peace inside myself that I've never realized before. And that's the day it fell off. And ironically enough, I said, that's when I make it, I'll take this off. Making it is not any external thing.
It's
making it is
stuff.
something within yourself. It's like almost a peacefulness.
You know, that's why when most people ask, do you feel like you're successful? It's like, what's the meaning of your success? If I'm waking up every day doing what I love, I'm successful. I get to spend every day and make a new record, and I'm still breathing. That's success.
Yeah.
Success doesn't mean I got all the money, I got all the bitches, that's cool. But if that's the value of your success, first of all, you gotta know how it feels before you had that. No one gave a fuck about you. So is that real? Now all the bitches wanna fuck with you? All these fake people wanna fuck with you? Nah, that's a false reality lifestyle. People are just using you, bro. So for me, it's like, I be seeing most people like, yo, do you ever look at your numbers? Do you ever see what the fuck you be doing? I'm like, bro, who cares? I'm making music, bro. I'm like, who cares, bro? I am making music, bro, and I'm enjoying it. That's the true meaning of success. And if anything happens, I will still continue to make music. So I think that's how everybody should think, bro. You create what you want, and not you like instead of living in this world, live in your world, bro. Create your own world. Make people come to your shit. Express yourself. Just because nobody's fucking with yourself doesn't mean it's not good, bro. Make whatever you want to make. Trust me. One of my idols told me on a phone call. He said, "Yo, Jay, I can't give you the key to success, but the key to failure is pleasing everybody." He said, "You would never please anybody. Do what the fuck you want. Live the life you want, and make the impact you want. Stop overthinking. Stop having fear. Believe in yourself. Only believe in possibility, and keep trying." You will never have failure. It's lessons, bro. Those who really know about success know you never fail. You always just learn from situations.
Very awesome.
Yeah, bro.
So on that note, I think we should go and shoot this video.
Let's shoot it and let's make magic, bro.
Yeah. Thanks again.
Yeah, you already know, bro. Yeah. Moves. Yeah. Moves. Moves. Yeah. Making moves. Only thing I know is making moves. We the ones. We ain't never playing by the rules. Let them hate. We ain't never fuck around with them dudes. Bet on myself. I can never lose making moves. Only thing I know is making moves. We the ones. We ain't never playing by the rules. Let them hate. We ain't never fuck around with them dudes. Bet on myself. I can never lose. Hey, I'm taking a chance. I'm seeing the snakes, I'm seeing the fakes. They wanna be friends. I do what I do, I stick to myself, I stick to the plan. I don't gotta talk, I don't gotta brag, I know I'm the man. Damn, I know some niggas who say that they want it but never will follow a dream. I know some people who live with no meaning, they'd rather live life in a meme. I had to go in and get it, I had to get all the money and cream. I had to go in and get it, I had to learn how to handle the rain. Yeah. Okay, now that's the way I'm feeling. Every time and when you see me, I be higher than the ceiling. Bitches always wanna fuck me cause they know that I'm a villain. The party doesn't start until Jdam is in the building, yeah. Making moves, only thing I know is making moves. We the ones, we ain't never playing by the rules. Let them hate, we ain't never fuck around with them dudes. Bet on myself, I could never lose making moves. Only thing I know is making moves. We the ones, we ain't never playing by the rules. Let them hate, we ain't never fuck around with them dudes. Bet on myself, I can never lose. Ay, I know I'm a winning, that's for real. 9 days I'm barely ever signing record deals. Told myself I'm grinding till I finally make a meal. Told myself that anything I touch I gotta kill. Ay, gotta kill, gotta grind. Bill told me when I was young that I would never shine. This is what you get when you feel you in your prime. Quarter in the game, but you barely got a dime. Still I'm working overnight. I know most these niggas garbage, most these niggas overhyped, but I'ma be here forever. Be here forever. And every time you hear me, I'ma keep on getting better. Yeah. Making moves. Only thing I know is making moves. We the ones. We ain't never playing by the rules. Let them hate. We ain't never fuck around with them dudes. Bet on myself. I can never lose.
You're killing it, bro.
You go there. Even if I fuck up, that's a natural vibe.
You're killing it, bro. Killing the whole day.
Yeah. That's just gonna be fire.
What do you want to say to all the viewers? They just saw your music video.
Thank you for helping me reach 1 million views. Thank you for making this video go so big. I just have fun with my boys. Thank you. Alright. Y'all need videos, y'all already know who to come to. Hit up my boys, do my boys challenges. We gonna be lit. You got anything to say to the viewers?
Wolf Productions, let's get it.
Wolf Productions for life, you already know. If it's not Wolf Productions, we not shooting it. Anything you need to say, bro? All the thing I know is making moves, we the ones.
Thank you for viewing. Until next time, this is another video by Cball.
Let's go. See you guys next time.